Hey yo, what's going on guys? It's your boy Shane. Welcome back to a brand new episode in Pet Paradise, where today guys, I'm going to be bringing you a guppy care guide. Now, before I jump into this, I would just like to say that since, you know, the past few weeks I've been making guppy videos, setting up the tank, getting the guppies, finally having guppy babies. I think that I've made enough videos to finally say that I could put out a care guide, so that way if you guys want to do something exactly like this or something similar, then that can definitely be possible. So if all that sounds interesting to you guys, let's jump right into the video. Cue the intro. Wait a minute, before we actually start this video, actually I forgot to say something. I finally put out a guppy, I don't know what to call it, Guppy Paradise project playlist. So if you guys definitely want to see that, watch from episode 1 all the way to right now episode 3. This video is also going to be in the playlist. Then definitely go down to the description below and I will post that. It will be the first link in the description, and you guys can enjoy that. Now, like I said before, cue the intro. What I'm going to talk about to you guys first is the tank requirements. So, the thing with guppies is that they're very small fish, but that does not mean you can put them in tiny little cups and expect them to survive with no filter, no heater, anything. They're tropical fish. They need a heater, and they also need a decent sized tank. I would say the bare minimum, if you guys really don't want to do anything, is like a 10-gallon or whatever. The bare minimum, you guys can keep them in a 5-gallon and they'll be absolutely fine. Anything less than that, realistically, you're only going to look to keep one guppy. But I mean, with these guys having so much nice colors, no one wants to keep them as just one. Everybody will want to have them in community tanks and stuff. So yeah, tank size, bare minimum 5-gallon, and in that 5-gallon, if you want, you could have like 3 guppies. Or what people tend to do are 1 fish per gallon, but those are for like people that are very knowledgeable about these fish and can keep up with water changes, know their filtration and stuff like that. Different variables like that can allow you to have maybe a maximum of 5 guppies. And for the sake of this video, to keep things simple, I'm going to refer to it as a 10-gallon, but just know it is a 12-gallon. So for basic decorations and substrate, everybody kind of keeps the substrate basic. You could do gravel, you could do sand, or if you want to do live plants, because these fish are very live plant friendly, you could do that. Fertilizers and stuff, it's not like it's going to affect the guppies or anywhere, and it's not like the guppies are going to affect them. So a lot of people, I have seen a lot of people do it with sand. It's just that with sand, I haven't decided to accept that challenge, so I just decided to keep with simple gravel. I'm happy, they're happy, and everybody's happy. For plants, like I said, you could do fake plants like what I've done, or you could even do live plants like what a lot of people have done. Like I know my friend Cole, you guys possibly have seen him on the channel 1 or 2 times before. If not, you can go back into my old videos, but he has a guppy tank that's like a 30-gallon. And he fully live planted it and has guppies in there. So either way works. You could go fake or you could go live. Filtration. I'm going to say the filtration kind of depends on the person, because if you're a person that overstocks like me, you're going to want to throw on filters like these. Like for example, this filter is the Aqueon 10 Quiet Flow filter. And it can filter up to 20 gallons. So I decided to put 2 of those to keep up with my overstockage and my overfeeding that I do in the tank, because I have baby guppies. So if you're a regular guppy fish keeper that just wants to keep like all males or all females, or doesn't want to overstock their tank, just get a regular 10-gallon, get a regular 10-gallon filter, and you're good. You could possibly save yourself water changes to do only up till 2 weeks. But if you're like someone like me that likes to breed guppies and overstocks your tank and overfeeds your tank, I suggest upgrading your filtration and keeping up with your water changes more frequently. Like for me, I do water changes every 2-3 days. So, and that's just with these two filters that are 10. Recommended for 20 gallons max. So initially, if you overfiltrate, I would say go 10 gallons, maybe 20 gallons. Let's talk about their behavior now. These guys are very beginner friendly and community friendly fish, which means 1, they can handle a lot of mistakes. 2, they won't bother a lot of fish that you have. Like if you were to get some tetras, if you were to get other guppies, and if you were to get like angelfish or stuff like that, it's more so fish bothering the guppies and guppies bothering the fish. So that's basically all it comes down to. You just need to make sure you can have fish that won't go at them. One thing that I want to suggest to you guys when you guys are doing this is get a lid for your tank. If you were to do research right now, not a lot of people will say be very careful on how you situate this, but let me tell you, after today, I've changed my underestimation of these guys. If you want to know what I'm talking about, roll the clip. So this thing managed to jump all the way out here to just right here. I haven't found any more though. What does that tell you from that video? Guppies are jumpers. I mean, just from the way they are, I call them the miniature arowanas in the sense that their mouths are like upwards and sometimes they can just go crazy and jump. But I can see how they'll be even more like an arowana in the sense they jump really high. Like, you saw that this tank is right here. Look at this ledge. This ledge is basically this big. It's pushed all the way back. Yet, a guppy somehow found a way to jump out of the tank and land flat on the ground. One thing I forgot to mention that I'm going to say now is water parameters. These guys like a nice solid pH of 7, although they can go all the way down to 6.5, I believe, and then the highest they can go is 8. So, I mean, I wouldn't suggest playing around with it, but if you guys really are like flat basic beginners and you kind of haven't got your head around pH a little bit, then obviously they can handle the pH. Obviously nitrates and stuff you're going to want to keep low. That's just for any fish in general. Keep the nitrates, nitrites, everything else low, your ammonia low, everything. So let's move on to the last topic that I want to talk about before we end off this guppy care guy. I want to talk to you about their diet. Diet basically consists of, they're omnivorous. A lot of people say that guppies don't really need protein. That is not true. These guys enjoy a variety of different things that have protein, and they can eat bloodworms, they can eat brine shrimp, like tiny shrimp. And one thing that Hikari, I wish Hikari could sponsor me. Hikari, if you're listening, please. I buy your things. But this is not a sponsorship, but I'm just saying, Hikari has came through once again. They made a guppy supplement. It's literally called Fancy Guppies for Live Bearers. And what it is, it's basically just a basic staple diet for guppies. You could give it to platies and mollies and swordtails. That's also good for them as well. It even says on the back. I don't know if you can read that. Might not come out as clear actually, but yeah, it says for swordtails, platies, guppies, mollies. And it does have a lot of protein, which is good for them, and an even amount of plants. Another thing that I feed them are, here I'm back at it again with tropical food, flakes. Flakes is also good for them. Flakes is also good for the babies. I don't want to say anything about the babies until I make my video, but All you gotta look for, though, is just something that has, see that crude protein? Okay, it's gonna be reversed, but protein. As long as it's high, that says 47 if you guys can't see that. But it's basically good for omnivorous aquarium fish, such as these guys, guppies. So I feed them that. When I really want to give them some vegetables to clean out their system, I give them the basic tropical vitality and color, which basically gives them vitamins, and it also enhances their colors, which is good because I have some really nice guppies that I want to see their, excuse me, that I want to see their colors stand out. So I'm just reading anything that I could give you guys. Basically, it's just vitamin rich and good for their vegetable side. So yeah, these guys are pretty good for diet. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video of Guppy care guide. If you guys do want to see a breeding video next, if not, I will do that sometime later on. But if you guys do want to see that, then definitely leave a thumbs up or comment down below. And if you guys are new, don't forget to punch that subscribe button so you guys can join us, join Pet Paradise. You also won't miss another video that I post. I mean, the subscribe button's free. And don't forget to turn post notifications on. And that's all for me, guys. And I see you guys in the next one. Peace.